What's up guys, Max here, and today I'm bringing you a special video. This one is going to be all of my dirty secrets. This is inspired by Boaty's video. He encouraged other video makers to make one of these. I thought it'd be fun, and I hope you guys won't think I'm a scumbag after this. I think my character now speaks for itself, so we'll get into that in a second. But behind this there are going to be some clips of me fighting my friend, R.A. Thanatos, and I hope you enjoy it. I just wanted to keep something a little entertaining on the screen while I talk. Alright, so I have the list up of all of the rules. This is the old school list. I'm not sure if there are more on RS3, but we'll go through them now. Number 1, offensive language. Yes, I have used offensive language, and I currently use offensive language. I don't really talk that much on the game now that I think about it. I don't play RuneScape like all the time, not as much as I used to anyway. But I do use foul language, and I don't think that's really nothing racist. At all. I find racism kind of disgusting, actually. But I do use foul language here and there. Number 2, item scamming. This is going to be probably the most full one. And now I never really scammed anyone, just outright scamming. I never cared about money that much. I mean, I guess back in the day I did, but now so much definitely. There would be no reason for me to scam. It's kind of a very broad area. I guess luring would be under there, and no one really knows this, but I actually used to lure, and I wasn't mean about it. I didn't just pick people out and lure them. The way I did it, and I was the talker. I had a friend that was really strong, and he could pretty much kill anyone that was within his reach. So what we would do is we would go to the red portal in Clan Wars, and I would go on a lower level account with some good items and just pretend I had no idea what I was doing. And this is why I think this is it was kind of morally okay, because I would just literally pretend I had no idea what was going on, and then they would lure me, and in turn we would anti-lure them. So it was basically people trying to take advantage of a lower level player, and they would tell me to go in the red portal, and little did they know there'd be someone waiting for them to kill them. And we killed people for over 400 mil doing this. I did it for a month or two, and I do feel bad about it. I think it's not necessarily the nicest thing, but these people were trying to lure me into the portal. So in a way, I don't feel it was justified. I don't encourage anyone to do that, but my reasoning behind it was, oh, there are people trying to lure me. Let's try to anti-lure them, and I thought it was pretty fun. And actually, my luring partner, who was a good friend of mine, he actually ended up hacking my account for my 200 mil. So in the end, it turned out to be, it all kind of went to nothing. And I would always give money away when I had a lot of money. I would give it away to, and now I do giveaways on my channel, but I would give money away to just random people. I love seeing the face of, or seeing the reaction of noobs. I would just give them 100K, and I thought that was fun. So, yeah, well, I don't think it was a good thing. You can see why I did it. Secondly, when I remember they came out with the polypore staves, and I would sell them for under the price, and I guess everyone was kind of doing this. I don't know if you'd consider it scamming. People would. I definitely made a lot of money at people's expense. I mean, it was just lack of knowledge of the grand exchange, and I never said, like, all I said was selling polypore staff 1 mil under the price or whatever, and it was just people not really knowing what was going on. And I made a good amount of money doing that, probably 50 mil over the course of a month or two. And I'm not sure if that's scamming or not. I guess I'll consider it under there. Yeah, so number 3, password scamming. Now, this one's actually a funny story. Back when I was in 5th grade, almost, I would say, it must have been 9 years ago, when I first started playing RuneScape, there was, sorry if you can hear my iPad buzzing in the background, there was, me and my brother and my friend David got the entire grade into RuneScape. So there was literally just probably 30, 40 kids in our grade playing RuneScape, and it was all because of us. We found the game and started talking about it and everything. And one thing me and my friend David, he was my best friend at the time, what we would always do is we would convince these kids, like, and we were kind of friends with them, but I mean, everyone was just, I mean, we were in 5th grade. We didn't really care or whatever. We would convince them of these elaborate things, and we'd hack their accounts, and every time, and we must have done this 5 to 6 times at least to different people. Every time we would get on it, and we'd be like, oh, they put so much hard work into this, we can't do it, and we log off and never take anything. And it was actually kind of funny. Oh, I just logged out of the game. I'm going to log back in really quick. But we would never take anything, and we would always get there and like, or even one time I think we did take stuff, but we always put it back on because we would feel bad like an hour later, and it was funny. We would always try, and we were good at it. We just never get to the point where we felt we could take something from our friends or whatever. Let me go back to the rules here. Number 4, bug abuse. I guess that I don't know what bug abuse. I've never done that. I've never been smart enough to find any way to abuse a bug, even though it's always been like kind of a cool thing to me. I love watching the Silent Course videos about that. Jagex staff impersonation. I never figured anyone was dumb enough to fall for that. So I never did that. Account sharing and trading. Yeah, I have done that over the years. I mean, just playing on friends' accounts or whatever. I've never sold an account. I've never had an account really good enough to sell for any substantial money. So yeah, I've never really done that. I had a friend that let me use his account that had a lot of money on it one time, and that's about it. Macroing. Trying to think. I had back in the day, and mind you, this was probably 2008, 2009. Yeah, I think it was just before free trade went away, or just after it came back. I was playing, and I really wanted a Bandos Godsword, really wanted one, and so I had an alternate account that I bought it on. I bought it fishing, I think, and I ended up finally getting enough money for a Bandos Godsword, and then I realized the game really wasn't fun that I was botting. It kind of ruined all the fun of it, like trying to get money and working hard for it. So I ended up quitting after that for a while, and I've never done it really since then. It's always ever since then I realized that the game is fun when you don't bot, because you have something to work for, something to look forward to, and I think that was pretty cool. So I never really got too much into that, but I don't know. I guess I did bot. I did bot for a little while, and it ruined the game for me. And it was on a separate account. It wasn't on this. I worked really hard on my fishing on this account, actually. I have 94 on RS3. That was one of my hardest stats that I worked on. I did rocktails for quite a while, and lobsters. But multiple logging in, yes. I've done that before. I didn't even realize, really, it was against the rules. To trade stuff, I've done it. My brother, when he quit, he let me have his stuff, so I multiple logged in for that. I haven't really ever trained 2 accounts at once. I've never never been able to concentrate that hard, so I haven't really done too much of that, but I guess I have done multiple login. Encouraging others to break rules. I don't really know what this would include. I can't really say I've ever done that too much. But yeah, I'll skip that one because I don't really know what that would consider. I've never done that, really. Misuse of customer support. No. When I was a kid, there was this rumor that if you emailed Jagex from this thing, with this certain email, that it would trick them into thinking you got to level up, and you could make your account level up like that. And we were in 5th grade at this time, or 6th grade, so I never did it, but I always wanted to try it, and I never could figure out how to do it. So that was one time I wanted to do that, but I never did that. And it was obviously false. I'm sure it didn't work because the leveling up is so quick. But advertising a website. No, I've never done that. I've never even advertised my YouTube channel. I mean, maybe I guess my YouTube channel on just to friends if they ask, but I don't think that's really advertising a website. So no, I've never done that. I never wanted to get muted or whatever. Real world item trading. I can't think of a time that I've done that. I always wanted to buy gold when I was younger, a kid, and my mom hardly ever wanted me to pay for RuneScape membership, so she would never let me do that. So I never was able to do that. Maybe I would have. It's hard to say now. But I don't think I have. Maybe I gave a mill to a friend for like a couple bucks. It's possible. I've never really had that much money to sell or had any money to buy anything, so I haven't really done that. And finally, number 13, asking for personal details. That's kind of creepy. I mean, I have friends that I've met online that have told me personal details, but I've never asked for them, and I've never like given them out or whatever. So that's not something that I've ever had any interest in either. But yeah, that pretty much concludes it. I can't think of anything else I have to get off my chest here. I hope you guys don't think I'm a scumbag for the things I've done. Some of them are a little iffy, like the polypore staffs, but it was a long time ago, and I do feel bad about it. I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think my luring was a good thing, but those people were kind of vicious that were trying to lure a noob. So that's kind of how I justified it in my head. I'm not sure if it's really justified, but what are you going to do? I think everyone has some stuff that they're not proud of, some stuff that they've done, and the point is, it's just try to be better now. I mean, the game is a community game, especially in 07 with no grand exchange, and it's based on your interaction with people. So the most important thing is to just treat it like that. And I mean, if everyone's nice to each other, like you've seen in videos where I've given back items to people after PKing if they got smited for their skim or whatever. And I think that's just kind of what goes around comes around. And like I told you, when I lured, I ended up getting hacked for my whole bank. So if you're going to do this kind of stuff, it's going to eventually get back at you. If you're hanging out with these people that are luring and doing scamming, and you're going to get lured or scammed eventually. And the only advice I can give you is do unto others what they would do to you. I know that's in the Bible, and I know it's corny, but it's true. If you're nice to people, then people will be nice back, and that's just how it goes. And if everyone's like that, then the community is better as a whole. So yeah, I think I've had a pretty interesting history on RuneScape, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, give it a like, and maybe if you have a channel, you can think about posting something like this yourself. I think it's interesting to at least think back about it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Make sure to subscribe if you're not. I do PKing videos and all different stuff, money-making guides, all different kinds of things. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe, and give it a like if you haven't already. Alright guys, thanks very much for listening and watching, and I'll see you soon with another video.